Alright, so in this episode, I will be doing global, local, and, well, just specifically global and local variables. So, a local variable is a variable that is inside of a script. So, example, we have this. So, I would not be able to get this variable in this script in this script. For example, if I print A, it will print nil because it doesn't know what A is. However, if I print A in this script, it would know what A is because it is defined. So that's pretty much what a local variable is. Now you could also just do this and it would be the same exact thing. It's just not in the local scope, it's in the global scope of this specific script. However, if you wanted to do a legitimately global variable, you would have to use the global keywords, which I'm going to wait a second so it doesn't error. So you have to go _g, which is global, and then A equals 5. Now, if you notice, I try to print A, you'll notice it still does not work. It still says no. You actually have to put the global assignment in front of it. So you have to go, if I want to assign A, I have to go local A equals _g dot A. And now we have 5. And we're in another script. Now, if you wanted to change that, you could change it to 12. We have 12. Now, if you wanted to store a table, you can actually store a table. For instance, this. So now we have a table with 5 things, 5 indexes, and if I wanted to go to 5, it would, yeah, I didn't assign it, that's why. Now if I want to assign a table, we have this table, and it lists 1 through 5, because there are 5 numbers, 1 through 5. Now if I wanted to print 1, I would go 1, and now we were printing the first index in the table. Now it's not recommended to use _g, or this specific global type, variable type, for tables. You should use the shared global type, which is recommended to be used with tables specifically. So in this case, I would do global share instead of _g. I would do shared, which is the table global variable. And it's just, I'm still using _g. Now if I print it, it will print 1. Same exact functionality as _g, except it's supposedly faster for tables. Now you can also do regular variables with shared. For example, if I wanted to do 1, it would print 1. If I wanted to do a function and pass in parameters, in order to return C, I could do this. So this would be a function, so I could do share A equals A. Since it's a function, we have to actually call the function. So we put parentheses, and we're going to pass in 1, 5, and 7. 1 and 5. And then we're going to print answer. If we run, we notice we get 6 because 1 plus 5 is 6. And we just ran this function here. Now we could also do this, a plus b. We should get $13 because 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 7 is 13. We could also do character related functions. For instance, if we wanted to check if a player's died or save their player data, we could go like this, equals table. We could have maybe an index with Timmy 551 441. We could set this equal to another table, which would have is money. He has 100 money. He's level 50. And now we can wait, and then we could do shared player data. Yeah. And we can do Timmy 441, and then we can do level, and this would print his level. He's level 50. Now, if you wanted to do more to this, you can. You could add a function if you want. I don't know, level up. And then you could do, oh yeah, that's right. You would use, I would use a meta table for that, but you can just straight up add to the index. You could do, I have to put it outside, right? Yeah. So I would do this dot level. We're gonna pass in the level. Of course it's like that. So now we can just do this. And we can actually do yep. Then we can do pass through this parameter, which is the player level, and then we can print it again. It's still 50 because I did not update the variable. That's why meta tables are useful. So to update it, I'm just gonna update it here. Man, that's messy. Now his level is 51, he just leveled up. However, it did not update. Well, it did update, actually. But this is a really inefficient way. You're better off using a meta table to do this sort of thing with player data. And that's pretty much how globals work. They could be accessed anywhere on the specific side you're working with. So if you're on server side, they could be accessed anywhere on server side in any type of script, module script, and a server script. However, if you're on local side, it's the same thing. You could access them anywhere on client side in a local script or a module script. There are some exploit vulnerabilities with local scripts, specifically on client side. However, on server side, it's really not that. You don't really have to worry about exploitation of variables on local side or server side. But yeah, any questions, just message me on Discord.